Let's see. The year was 1915, I believe, in September, when I left my home in Great Bend, Kansas, and traveled by rail to Southern California to make my career in the moving pictures. Here I am, fresh and eager, alighting from the train at Los Angeles. From there, I took an electric car out to the Hollywood Hotel. It seemed to be the place to go for those who sought work from the picture-making companies in the area. The lobby was beautifully appointed and the center of exhilarating activity. And when I first saw my room, I was dumbfounded. It was much more comfortable than what I was used to in Kansas. Sometimes I had trouble keeping things in their place. The community of Hollywood, I discovered, was filled with enthusiastic young folk like myself, and the hotel was a popular gathering spot for just about everyone in the picture business, including such popular players as Miss Mary Pickford, known as America's sweetheart. I decided upon my arrival to go out and look for employment immediately. I applied at the S&A Company. Here's their building. At the Metro Corporation. At Famous Players, which I believe later became Paramount Pictures. At the Fox Film Corporation. And here at Universal Pictures, which was over the mountains and far away. But most of my time was spent just standing in line and experiencing rejection. I did find one day's work, though, for the Triangle Corporation. There I am. During the evening, I would keep to my room or sit quietly in the lounge. I hadn't the slightest inclination to join in the nightly social whirl. I found that the older residents of the Hollywood district regarded picture people with ill-concealed loathing, for good reason in many cases. One carefree resident of the hotel would leap and caper along the sidewalks daily. The young lady who lived in the room next to mine was an aspiring tragedian. I could hear her moans and sobs through the wall on many a night. Her name was Miss Maud Beveridge, and she was never at a loss for male companionship. She kept fairly regular company, I could see, with an assistant director from Art Craft Pictures. I observed her from afar, marveling at her mercurial charm, her eccentric energy. Sometimes we would exchange a brief but cordial greeting in the hallway or on the elevator. One morning in mid-November, I was awakened by a policeman at my door. The entire hotel, in fact, was teeming with officers of the Los Angeles police force. They informed me, to my shock, Miss Beveridge had been murdered in her room the previous night by persons as yet unknown. Her door, I was told, had been securely locked and bolted from the inside. In the middle of the floor, they found poor Miss Beveridge, lifeless, a letter opener sunken between her shoulder blades. The windows were also latched. Quite a mystery indeed. The bathroom window, however, was found slightly ajar, but it seemed far too small for a person to fit through. Moreover, it was positioned a full 50 feet from the sidewalk below. The letter opener, it turned out, was the victim's own. It yielded no other information. Her room showed no sign of disturbance whatsoever. The only article which seemed out of place was this exotic-looking medallion, later found to be a coin from the nation of Morocco. One poetic resident of the hotel speculated that a malevolent vapor had coalesced out of the ether to commit the foul deed. The authorities were quite naturally interested in my own room, since it adjoined Miss Beveridge's. I regretted that I could be of no help, for I'd retired early the previous evening and slept soundly for the entire night. I had a feeling they didn't quite believe me, for they searched my room thoroughly, in hopes, apparently, of finding a hidden door of some sort in the wall. That afternoon, I was questioned further at police headquarters in downtown Los Angeles. Quite humiliating, I assure you, for an unsophisticated youth from Kansas. Well, after that experience, I lost all interest in the moving pictures as a career and took the first available train back to Great Bend. There I found work as assistant manager at Leakey Brothers department store, and since then I believe I've lived a productive and useful life. Oh yes, I read in the papers about a year later that one of Miss Beveridge's suitors, that assistant director at Artcraft, had confessed to her murder. He said that he had stood on a chair outside her door and propelled the letter opener, which he had removed on a previous visit, through the narrow opening of the transom by means of a specially made blowgun, an implement he had purchased the year before on a visit to the nation of Morocco. As to his motivation, he said he felt that a woman of Miss Beveridge's rarefied nature was too fine and pure to exist upon this corrupt planet.